let's take a look here at Count Dracula and his 3 sisters that aren't actually sisters. Anyway, Dracula is a melee hero with 13 health. The sisters each obviously have 1 health and are melee as well. They all move 2. His ability is at the start of your turn, you may deal 1 damage to a fighter adjacent to Dracula. If you do, draw a card. Then he has this bad boy, Beast Form. It's a 6 with a boost of 4 and 2 copies in the deck. You may discard any number of cards from your hand. This card's value is +1 for each card you discard. Obviously, that's a staple in the deck. And then Feeding Frenzy, 2 copies. This card's value is +1 for each sister in the same zone as the opposing fighter. Look into my eyes. During combat, add the boost value from your opponent's attack card to the defense value of this card. 2 copies of that. Do my bidding. Immediately, return your opponent's attack card to their hand, look at their hand, and choose a card. Choose an attack or versatile card for them to play. It may be the same card. 2 of those. Prey Upon. Getting into his schemes. It's a 4 boost. Deal 1 damage to all opposing fighters adjacent to Dracula. Dracula recovers 1 health for each damage dealt. 2 copies of that. Mist Form. Another scheme. Place Dracula in any space. Gain an action. 2 copies of that. Baptism of Blood. Recover 2 health. Return a defeated sister, if any, to a space in Dracula's zone. Ambush. Your opponent discards 1 random card. Add its boost value to this card's attack value. 2 copies of that. Then we have Feint. Cancel effects on your opponent's card. Dash. Move your fighter up to 3 spaces. 3 value and 3 copies. Exploit. 2 copies. It's a 4 versatile, which is your strongest defense. Not your best defense, but definitely your strongest. And then draw 1 card. And then finally, we have a sister card here, which is Ravening Seduction. Ravening Seduction says, move any fighter up to 2 spaces. After moving, deal 1 damage to the moved fighter for each sister adjacent to them. And then we have Thirst for Sustenance. Their only attack card, or only that they can use it. Dracula cannot. If you won the combat, place Dracula in any empty adjacent space to the opposing fighter. Now, what do you want to do with Dracula? Well, he's a pretty fun and versatile character to use. With his ability, notice that it says you can deal 1 damage to a fighter adjacent to Dracula. That includes a sister. So you can get rid of them to draw a card. Why would you want to do that? Well, in some cases, if you have no more sister cards, they're kind of useless, except for a little bit of body blocking, right? And maybe you want to draw an extra damage to damage them with, while you have an extra option for a card in your hand. Beast Form is going to be your big hitter. I recommend saving a Beast Form, at least one of them, to always have that threat out. So that's an important card. Feeding Frenzy, almost never do I get this card off, but if you do, congratulations. It's just people see it coming a mile away. This one is just you got to be careful when you play it. Make sure that you're not playing against like Sinbad's Voyage, for example, so you can get a boost value. Now, this is one of his best cards in the game. I'd say his best defense. As I mentioned, he has a better defense than the 4. Well, it's a 3, but you get to return your opponent's attack card to their hand, look at their hand, has 2 things, and choose one for them to play instead. This can help you also set up a Beast Form because you see their hand, right? And you can get rid of one of their defenses or potential cancels that might cancel your Beast Form. So that also, very important card in the deck. Prey Upon, you will be able to use this for getting rid of sidekicks and healing yourself, of course. Now, oftentimes people use Mist Form into Beast Form, right? So they Mist Form, gain an action, attack with Beast Form, or draw and move and then Mist Form and attack. But I like to fake Beast Forms with Mist Form. So I don't use the Beast Form. I'll come in with this like I'm coming in hot, and then I won't even do it. For Baptism of Blood, this is also important that you make sure that some of your sisters are dead and that you have some low health. that you're not max health because you can't get more than 13. So make sure you're down a little bit of health so that you can use this. He's got a lot of passes in schemes. Ambush is just a nice card to have in general. We gotta try to get our full value when playing Dracula, full value from the Ravening Seduction card as well. And you gotta try to get them earlier on in the game so that you can deal 3 points of damage and set up and position yourself good. Make sure you're positioning yourself ready for these Ravening Seductions with the Sisters. If you don't have these, if you have not used them yet, I recommend sending Dracula into battle first. He can take a little bit of hits, and then sending the Sisters in when you get some Ravenings. And of course, you can use this Thirst for Sustenance to boost with. You can use the ability and the card to attack, but I find it better to boost with. And I recommend saving Exploit for defense, not using it for attack. And Dashing seems like just a basic card, but for this deck it's important because you could dash away, right, with Dracula after they attack you on their second action, and then you end next to one of their sidekicks, or you end next to their hero, so that you can deal that 1 damage from his ability and draw the card. Anyway, that is Dracula in a nutshell. He's a super fun character, and if you use him right, he can be very effective. Not only is he just effective, he can go up against a lot of the cast, a lot of the different characters, and still be able to take them on. He's not overly powerful, but he's not overly weak either. But his cards and his kit is such that he can change his game plan up. That is Dracula.